Alright, man, let me guess. You have goals. You have dreams, you have aspirations, you have shit that you want to do, but you don't know how the fuck to get there. You don't know how the fuck to get there, and you don't believe in yourself, and you're young as fuck, and every time that you try going for that kind of shit, it just doesn't fall through. And you just don't know what the fuck to do. You're completely lost, you don't believe in yourself. I get it. I was there too. And for the past year or so, I kind of let myself go, and I kind of let myself just follow through and just try to achieve my higher levels of goals without, by just off of feeling alone, by just off of like intuitive knowledge, just like, okay, like I'll figure out like how the fuck to get there. And after that year, I mean, like, it was cool. It was a cool, informative year for me. Trying to do things like the way that I was doing it like before I had any level of success to me. And I didn't see too much growth. I'll be fucking honest, I didn't see too much growth. And I came back, and what I'm realizing is, yo, you gotta be disciplined as fuck. You gotta be disciplined as fuck, just straight up. Like, that's why you're not seeing any level of success. That's why you're not seeing anything fucking happen. That's why you don't believe in yourself. That's why your goals aren't gonna come true. You're not disciplined. That's it. And what I kind of forgot about it, because the past year, the entirety of 2023, I was like, okay, here, let me give some background as to like why the fuck I'm talking about this, right? From 2020 to 2022, I achieved a crazy amount of momentum, a crazy amount of what a lot of people would call success, fame, clout, what the fuck ever. And I was achieving a lot of shit. But also a lot of that came from the idea of like, fuck, I'm not good enough. Fuck, like, I need to be more. And out of spite, like, I was just really disciplined. And at the end of 2022, I had a spiritual awakening, and I realized, fuck, I'm gonna die one day. None of this really matters, so why the fuck am I improving in myself, right? Like why, right? But it was also this weird balance, because, okay, like, none of this matters, but of course, like, I still want to see some sort of results. I want to live the best life that I can, so I'm just gonna let go and just kind of see what the fuck happens. And over that year, I realized, oh fuck, damn, you know, like, shit's not really happening. I mean, I accomplished a lot of things 2023, but not to the speed and extent that I did from 2020 to 2022. And the reason why is because I was trying to do shit based off of how I felt. And for most people, that's how they operate. And I forgot that that's how people operate. They operate off of just like, oh shit, I'm gonna just do shit based off of how I feel. Which is cool and all, but it's so tiring when you have huge fucking goals and dreams and ambitions. Because, spoiler alert, straight up, you are not going to feel like doing it all the time. You're not. You're not gonna feel like doing it all the time. And then what happens is that becomes a negative like feedback loop where, oh fuck, I don't believe in I don't feel like doing it. And then now, because of your actions, you are creating this image of somebody who's not chasing their dreams, and now you're not believing in yourself. And then everything skyrockets, goes back downhill. And for the last 4 days, I've been extremely disciplined, not even extremely disciplined, right? Just moderately disciplined in what the fuck I'm choosing to do and how the fuck I'm choosing to routine my day. And I feel a much higher level of belief in myself. I'm gonna switch lanes. Sorry for this horde ass angle, yo. I'm driving. I got 30 minutes. I'm on my way to my parents. I'm gonna see him for a bit because my mom's gonna be gone for a hot second, and I just want to spend like a week with them. And I had time to kill, so I wanted to talk with y'all. But like, yo, you gotta be fucking disciplined to an extent. if you want to actually accomplish shit. Because naturally, you know, like humans, we are evolved to feel and have emotions. And like there's nothing wrong with those emotions, right? Like we have these ups and downs, but if we're gonna determine our future based on these emotions, of course you're not gonna get shit done. There's so many times, and especially me, I don't know, I'm not a huge fucking like astrology person, but I'm a Taurus. And if you're into astrology, like, you know, like them motherfuckers love comfort, and I love being comfortable. I fucking love being comfortable, bitch. I'll fucking I'll sit there and just lay. If I didn't have goals, dreams, and aspirations, I would be so fine with just laying in my bed, scrolling and fucking eating all day. But unfortunately, unfortunately, I have shit that I want to fucking do, and so I can't rely on my feelings. There's so much more I want to talk about when it comes to discipline. One thing that I think I want to touch on is that a lot of the times too, right? Here's the tricky part with discipline. Once you have goals and dreams and ambitions, you are like, okay, fuck, this is what I have to do in order to get to that place. But I fucking hate where I am now, and now every time that I'm not in that place, I'm a piece of shit for being in this place. And that's kind of where I was for 2020 to 2022. A lot of my self-discipline came from a place of hatred for myself and where I was. And if you're listening to this, thank you. Thank you for being here listening to this. But you don't have to hate yourself for where you are now. You don't have to hate yourself for where you are now. For example, right, like in a fucking car ride, if you gotta get to the movie theaters from your place, to go hang out with your friends, right? And the goal is, I don't know, hang out with your friends. You don't hate the fact that you're like at home. I mean, maybe you can, but like, there's no point in that. There's no point in hating where the fuck you are. That's not gonna get to the movie theaters quicker. And I guess what I'm saying is, my girlfriend sent me this thing where it was that when you start getting into self-improvement and trying to be a better version of yourself, I hope you guys can I hope it, man, my side profile, y'all, I'm fucking exposing my side profile for y'all. You're fucking welcome. When it comes to wanting to be a better person, self-improvement, all that shit, a lot of the times you start to think that the key to freedom is that other side, right? And as a result, you will beat yourself up for not being at that other side. But what I need you to also realize too is, and these are for the people who are really chasing their dreams now, right? I think there's a lot of people who, you guys are still, there's a good lot of you that are still operating in fear, operating in anxiety, don't even have these kinds of dreams, and that's fine. Like, we'll talk about it. We'll get you guys to that point where you guys are really fucking chasing your dreams, really believing in yourself. What the fuck was I talking about? You start beating yourself up. Oh, but what you need to realize is, once you get to that other destination, it doesn't end. It never fucking ends. You are always going to want something, and the idea of accomplishing something so that you can be enough will never make you feel good. Like, maybe it will momentarily, but there's always going to be more to do. And so the thing with self-development that I believe that all of these other fucking self-development channels fail to recognize is you need to accept where the fuck you are now, and you need to love where you are now. You need to love where you are now. If you aren't, then you just get put in this trap where it's like, fuck, I'm not enough, and then you get there to where you previously thought you were enough, and then you see that there's more, it's like, fuck, I'm not enough, oh my god, fuck, ah! But it's never enough. And if you're not taking the time to enjoy where the fuck you are now, like, that's the trap. That's the trap. I hope this is recording. If that's not recording, I'm gonna hate myself. So there's that. One, you need to be disciplined. Okay, yo, I gotta tell you a story, man. In the first, like, 3 years that I was really doing this, I was on this, like, program called 75 Hard, where for 75 days you show up consistently and you perform these 6 habits. It was 2 45-minute workouts a day. One of them had to be outside. You read 10 pages of a book, a gallon of water a day, follow a diet, progress picture. Actually, I think it was just those 5 tasks. I don't remember. Did I say a gallon of water a day? I think I did. And if you fucked up on one of those habits, you go back to day 1. You can't lie to yourself. And there were so many times where, like, yo, like, I cried because of that shit, yo. Because of the times that I didn't want to show up. Like, there was times where, like, it was a fucking school night, and I just finished homework. It's 12 a.m. I have to go to bed, and I had one more outside workout to do and half a gallon of water to drink, and I was so sad. Not sad. I was just like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to fucking do this. But a part of me knew that, like, yo, if I want to see results, if I want to achieve actual fucking shit, then these moments where nobody's looking at me are the moments that fucking count. Alright, this motherfucker is so close to my lane, pussy. God damn. These guys cannot drive for shit. But yeah, those times are gonna happen. There's gonna be so many times where you don't want to fucking show up. And I get that. Wow, look at this guy. He's not in his fucking lane. Holy. There's so many times where you don't want to show up. But those moments where you do show up regardless of how you feel, that's what builds the character. And that's what builds the self-belief that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. That you can accomplish the shit that you want to accomplish. Of course you feel like a fucking failure. Your actions are showing you that you think that you aren't capable of doing shit. Hard things happen. Hard times fucking happen. And you pussy out. And I get it, because for the entirety of 2023, that's what I was doing. I was like, okay, it doesn't matter if I'm self-disciplined. I'm gonna pussy out because fuck it. I just worry about feeling good. But the thing is, like, I want results too, you know? And I want to accomplish big shit. And you gotta fucking show up on the days that you don't feel like it. In the next 75 days, and I think I'm gonna make this an actual YouTube video for my main account, but I'm just practicing showing up when I don't feel like it for 75 days. And one of the tasks that I'm doing is just a cold shower, even if it's just for a second, you know. Saying that I'm going to do something and just doing it, God, that builds so much belief in yourself. I think that's kind of all I wanted to talk about, and just bring to you guys, like, yo, are you? Oh, whoops, I missed my exit. Dumbass. Oh fuck, I'm already home. Shit, that's crazy. Yeah. Here's why. Yeah, TLDR. Here's my review. Here's why you aren't where you want to be. You're not disciplined. You have not been showing up consistently on the days that you don't feel like it. And as a result, no progress, no accumulation of little accomplishments has come. And if you remember in my last video where I was talking about there are things you can control. Where you are now, you can't control it. So there's no point in fucking hating yourself for where the fuck you are now. But you can control where you're going to go. And that is completely dependent on what you do today. Are you going to show up on the days that you feel like not fucking doing it? That's all that matters. Nobody cares about when the fuck you show up when you feel good. Everybody can show up when they feel good. Can you show up on the days that you feel like absolute fucking shit? That is what determines if you make it or break it. And that's why I am where I am as a content creator, right? There are so many days, even like to this fucking day, where my views are absolute shit. And I know I shouldn't have my value based on my views or anything like that, right? It should be on like, okay, am I showing up? Oh, I can make that. No, my phone fell. Fuck. I think I just have to hold you guys. But I showed up anyways. And that's why I am where I am, right? That's where I got a lot of my progress in the gym, is because there's so many days where I didn't want to show up to the gym, but I went anyways because it was part of my fucking routine, dude. This is where I am. About to be at my hometown. But also, you can't let that consume you. And you can't think that just because you're not where you want to be means that you are a there's a lot of deeper spiritual topics that I want to go into about, and as a little preview, talk about like the fact that, hey, like what you're here on this planet to do, why you're fucking here, and the fact that you are alive and feeling things means that you're winning. But yeah, that's for another topic. Let me know if you guys want to hear about that shit. I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, if there's shit that you want done, fucking do it. Show up on the days they don't feel like it. And yeah. But also love where you are now. And the little progress that you do over a long period of time, that shit accumulates, that shit builds up. And then from there, success is inevitable. You'll start believing in yourself, and it'll become a positive feedback loop, and you'll just start doing bigger and bigger shit because you're showing up. Maybe you show up to the gym for like 10 minutes for a walk one day, you know, and maybe after like a week of showing up, you're like, you know what, fuck, I want to try hitting the weights. And then you start building muscle, and then you start fucking going crazy. But this only happens if you do it when you don't feel like it. And I realize that, and I remember it now. And so I'm going to continue to show up when I don't feel like it, because I have a duty. I have a duty to fucking help you guys. Like, that's what I'm here on this fucking earth to do. And I'm gonna show up. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to record this, right? Like, I wanted to completely set up my phone. I wanted to completely set up my fucking phone. Have a nice, like, place to do it, you know? And, like, I could get a fucking editor. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, I don't feel like recording. But, like, I just know I had to. And it's times like this that is going to prove, like, fuck. That's why I'm gonna fucking make it. And everyone here who's watching this, the thousands of you who are watching this before I fucking explode in the next year, this, and I'll always come back to this, is the reason why I'm gonna fucking make it. Because I'm gonna show up when I don't fucking feel like it. And I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna keep doing fucking big things, man. And I want you guys to do them too. And I want you guys to know that, like, I get it. I fucking get it. It's hard. But you guys can do that shit too, man. I'm gonna go. I gotta talk to my parents and go spread love to them and shit. I love you guys. Keep being awesome. Show up when you don't feel like it. Everything's gonna be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. I love you. Mwah.